We're in Studio City, California today, going to talk to Courtney, the founder of the Tox, a hot new wellness brand. We're gonna hear all about it. It started right here in Studio City in 2019. Might even get a service done. We're certainly gonna have a tour. We're gonna go interview the founder. Kristin!
Welcome to the Tox.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. What a beautiful, modern, amazing place.
Thank you. We are all about a good photo op here at the Tox. So come step right in. Right over here, you will see our custom-made receptionist desk. And then over here, we have our Tox shop, which has over 50 private label SKUs of varying products from our lymphatic tea all the way to our fan favorite, which is our detox patches.
Detox patches.
Yes.
Love it. A lot of detox here.
Absolutely. Those are a fan favorite. Okay, so let's step right over here. So one amazing thing about the Tox is the build out is extremely simple. You know,
no walls.
No walls, which is amazing, right? I mean, aesthetically, it's beautiful, but it's not a hard build out process. Right. Every room is separated by these custom made velvet curtains.
Nice and easy. Get open, make some money.
Here, yes. And this is where the magic happens over here. Yes, that is a wonderful selfie moment there.
Self-love is the best love. Of course it is. Talk a little bit about the services. So how long is an average service?
So I would say our most popular service is our 60-minute full body service, but it can vary from between 45 minutes all the way to our 90-minute service.
Okay, great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking great.
Yeah, so as I said before, we love a good photo op here, and this is a fan favorite. Our clients love to put on a self-love robe and take a photo in front of this sign.
Self-love.
Yes, you should try it on.
I am on a self-love binge, that is for sure. So yeah, we'll try that on.
So this studio is a little bit larger than what we really want our franchisees to have. This was one of our main flagship stores, and that's why. So I would say a great size for a location is around 1,200 to 1,800, but 1,500 is really that sweet spot.
Got it. Especially LA prices. You don't want more than you need.
No, absolutely not. We want to think simple. We want to think maybe take over an old bar studio, yoga studio, something that's a vanilla space that's extremely easy to build out.
Yep. We like easy build out.
Easy, you know, it's an easy, simple turnover, and that way you can start making money as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
That's what
Love
we
it.
like to do here at the Tox.
Thank you for doing the demo for us. So Courtney, explain the secret sauce of what's going on. I know we can't show it all.
We can't. So right now I'm doing digestive points, and then every intention of the Tox technique has a lymphatic intention and a digestive intention. So we're bringing everything down the digestive tract to drain it in the descending colon, all while sculpting her body.
Pretty cool. So this process normally would take how long?
So it's a 1-hour treatment. On the abdomen, it's about 20 minutes. So we do have a lot of focus primarily on the legs and the abdomen.
And the results, as far as how people feel afterwards, I'm assuming they could vary. Some people might feel like they're knocked out, they're exhausted, and other people might have energy from this.
Absolutely. So I think the generalized feeling is, I feel lighter, I feel great. And then of course you have your select few. They have stuff going on internally and their body will detox more heavily, and they'll feel like a little tired, a little sluggish, but overall the feeling is lighter, great. They come out and they're like almost like in a daze.
Wow. So tell everyone, what is the Tox technique?
Sure. So it's a body sculpting technique that detoxes your body from the inside out. So your lymphatic system is directly associated with the waste system. So, the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, everything has toxins. So what I did was I created a body sculpting modality that works directly with your lymphatic system. So you get the skinny result and the healthy result all in one treatment.
Fabulous. So you created the industry. Were you always an entrepreneur? Because that's the part I'm having trouble understanding here, because it's one thing to be an entrepreneur and you've never been one, and then you dive into an industry you've never been in.
Okay, so I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Okay, here we go.
First business at 18 years old, I had a clothing store on the Jersey Shore. And then from there, I was actually a franchisee of a fitness studio.
Ah, okay.
And then
it all comes to light.
Yes. Then I founded a sock line that was super successful, did $1 million in socks the first 6 months, kind of got into fitness and fashion. And then the Tox was born, and the Tox it's my baby.
Jeez. So you get the first location open where we're sitting in Studio City.
Yes.
In 2019?
Yes.
Okay, and then what? Then you said, we're gonna do more of these.
I did. My husband thought I was so crazy. We got so many location requests flooding in, like hundreds. So, of course, the next city we had to do was New York. I'm from the East Coast. I was like, we have to do New York City. So that same year, end of 2019.
But that's another coast.
It is. So I packed up my kids and I said, we're gonna go do it. We opened the Tox New York September of 2019. It was an instant success. And then from there, COVID hit. It was not so pretty like everyone else, but we continued to expand. Everybody was seeking the treatment where I thought that they wouldn't want to be touched, they wanted to. So that was
in the middle of COVID.
In the middle of COVID.
So we know now, coming through COVID, that where there's adversity, it breeds opportunity. Absolutely. So you just went for it.
I did.
Put the pedal on the metal, and
did.
I'm gonna go open how many locations now?
We have 12.
12 locations in 4 years?
Yes.
Unbelievable. So where did the franchise idea come from? Because obviously at this point, you just found it so easy to put some money together and open location after location, pandemic or not.
I did. So, I see the location requests coming in. Everyone wants the Tox in their city, big city, small city. I wanted to scatter them across the US from a corporate standpoint, just to test the market, make sure that, it could work and be successful. We now know that, and I'm only one person. So in the past year, we've really focused on the infrastructure on our corporate side to be able to sustain and support the franchisees in the future, and we are so excited for it.
I love it. I talk to people a lot about proof of concept. A lot of people tell me, oh, I want a franchise that has 20,000 locations. And I was like, you do need a brand that is at least tested in several major cities. So I love what you're saying. It plays right into what I tell people all the time. Create that proof of concept yourself as the corporate entity. Yeah. I'm so proud of you, by the way, to accomplish this. As you know, most franchisors, they put up one location, they say they have proof of concept, and they might be successful.
Yeah.
And they build the model around that one location, and they go, and they start selling franchises. No. Courtney did 12 corporate locations herself, and now you're ready, and you're ready to go.
I am. My husband probably wishes that I only did 1 or 2, or at least kept them in the same city, but here we are, again, super ready to franchise and just looking forward to it.
So where did the idea of franchising come in? So you did the 12. At what point did somebody whisper to you, you should franchise? Yeah. Make it easy on yourself.
My husband was like, you're one person. How much longer are we gonna pack up the kids and go to a new city? So he's like the brains behind the business side. He really started to do his research on franchising. We registered to franchise in 2021. We have our first franchisee open for a year now, been successful. But we wanted to take it slow, make sure that we had the support and infrastructure. So now we're ready.
I love it. So is there a strategy? You're in Texas, you're in California, New York, what am I missing?
Boston, DC, Toronto, yeah.
So it is just fill in now from here. You're
Absolutely.
on both coasts.
Yep.
So Courtney, at what point did you know that the Tox was going to be it? That like you made this successful brand out of thin air. When did you know that you were?
You're not gonna believe it. The first week we opened Coachella weekend in California. It's like a huge weekend in the influencer model. Everyone in LA goes to Coachella, right? So I mean, we had a 2-month-long wait list first week of opening, and that's when I knew.
How did you promote that?
Social media.
Something that people didn't know. I want to know how that was promoted, that you got that wait list.
I'm a marketing genius. No, social media. We've been super, super grateful and just lucky to build this great community on social where, you know, our customers that were coming in 2019 are still coming, our influencer base that we've connected with. It's a little community and they really, doesn't matter people popping up, competition, it doesn't exist because we've really built a culture around the brand.
Let's roll right into that marketing, that social media piece. Because this is a brand, if you tell certain people, their eyes might glaze over and go, I have no idea what she's talking about. Is this a massage? What is this with my lymphatic system and certain drainage and whatever? What are some of those sort of sizzle words, if you will, to get people excited to know, holy cow, I need to try this?
I mean, what woman haven't you talked to that said, I'm bloated? Like every single woman is bloated, right? So, I mean, you can lead with that on the marketing side and say, oh, I feel bloated. I feel this, my digestion's bad. I can't go to the bathroom. It's a constant conversation with every single woman. So to market that on social media with education has been our #1 tool for success.
Yeah. And on your website, there's a whole piece about, you know, if you had too many margaritas and this happened to you and you're super bloated, get that shit out of me, right?
Yes.
Very clever. I like it. Well, Courtney, there's a lot of franchise opportunities. There's thousands. Why should someone consider being a franchisee at the Tox if they were lucky enough to have you and the team select them? Because of course, franchising is a two-way street.
I mean, we are the first to market. There is no competition. So in health and wellness alone, there's so much competition. I mean, everybody's doing IV drips or saunas, but this is a hands-on technique that's proprietary to the Tox. So it's unique, no competition. And if they are lucky enough, I mean, I want them to be passionate about wellness. I want them to be passionate about what we're doing because that's, I mean, what means something. You have to love what you do every single day, and that's the culture that we've built around the Tox.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. You mentioned hands-on. Let's talk about staffing. A lot of people are complaining they can't find staff these days. I would imagine you're going to attract not only the clientele, obviously, that's into wellness, but certainly as staff, wellness is first and foremost in their lives. I mean, who is the staff that you attract?
Sure. So, I mean, we do have a wait list to work for us. I mean,
I love that.
It's pretty impressive. Again, we're super picky about who we choose as our employees too. But because it is something different for them, like estheticians, massage therapists, they're doing the same exact thing every single day. So, I mean, they want to try something new, and the Tox is the hot place to work. So we haven't had any issues with hiring, knock on wood.
Fabulous. A wait list. I love it. So when it comes to whether it's Los Angeles, whether it's New York City, is there a requirement, like is there licensing to be a technician, if you will, or a masseuse, or what do you call the employee at the Tox?
Our Tox goddesses, no. They're Tox technicians. Every state is different. In most states, you can hire estheticians. There's no federal requirement for body sculpting, but again, we always encourage our franchisees to check in with their local cities to do their research. But for the most part, it's been estheticians and it's been super successful.
So I know a lot of the clientele are women. Do men actually come in as well?
They do. It's normally, if it's like a boyfriend or a husband, they get dragged in and then they're like, where has this been my whole life? But I would say we're primarily women, about 95%. Every demographic's a little different.
I mean, men get bloated, don't they?
They do. Not as bad as us, but I mean, they're more than welcome to come in.
Okay, got it.
Are you getting your self-love on, Lance?
Oh yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
All right, well, you've overstayed your welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, thank you. It was fun though.
It was.
I had such a great time today. Courtney was awesome. The Tox, is an amazing concept. If you're interested, click the link below and I'll get you the information on the Tox or any other brand for that matter. Till next time, see you soon.